It's time for America's favorite news report. It's the Lobster Report. Starring, motherfucker. You know, something always has to fuck up. I don't understand why. I don't understand why this happens. It has to happen to me. The fucking camera won't come on. There we go. Hello, everybody. Wow. Hope everybody's having a really good evening tonight. You know, earlier today, you know, when I found out that Snyder, the handyman, was running a Ku Klux Klan organization branch out of a strip mall somewhere, and just all the things that just happened, you know, I had to do some more research. And not only did I find out that the trolls and the haters and the naysayers, and most likely Charlie Miller, you know, well, apparently they support radical Islam. I think that big atheist check stretched actually into the realms of radical Islam. And that's really sad, because it's radical Islam, you know, and Bond's been warning us about radical Islam for years, because their holy book is just full of stuff in it and everything, and there's no such thing as a good Muslim, because all they want to do is kill people, because their holy book tells them to. And none of us really seem to pay attention, you know, to what Vaughn was saying about, hey, Hellraiser, how you doing? Candy Rain, hi. Lovely to see all of you out this late. I mean, but I just had to report on this. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's my duty as an investigative journalist to, you know, sometimes the truth hurts. Sometimes the news isn't pretty. You know what I'm saying? And it pains me it pains me so much to have to reveal this, you know, that the trolls and the haters and the naysayers, you know, they're supporting that radical Islam stuff, you know, and that's just not good. That's horrible. I mean, it's atrocious. I mean, who does that? You know, but anyway, I was watching a Von Helton video, right? And he was explaining to me everything that was going on, you know. So I just want you to just let you know, we're going to turn this up. You know, I just watched this, and it's amazing. This man is insightful.
In the great state of Kentucky.
Yep, he's in Kentucky.
And of course, the YouTube trolls are hard at it over on Google Plus, defending a 7th century cult that wants to kill us all.
Can you hear that?
Come on, Dave.
Can you hear that? Those trolls are out there on the Google Plus defending a 7th century cult that wants to kill everybody. I mean, that's horrible.
Dave's not here, man.
Dave's not here, man.
I'm running, Dave. Hey, Dave, you got this stuff. It's a Cheech and Chong reference. We get it one. Anyway.
Yeah, we get the Cheech and Chong reference on. Isn't it amazing? You know, somebody is anti-fucking pot, anti-drug. It's on. You know, he's got a Dave's not here. You know, he just shit on the entire. Look, Vaughn has shit on Up in Smoke now, right? Vaughn has shit on Cheech and Chong. That's pretty fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, in my book, you know, that's just bad as fucking his karaoke, you know. But Anyway, let's continue. I mean,
But yeah, there seems to be some misunderstanding.
uh-huh.
All right. There must be some kind of mistake.
There's a misunderstanding and
I've been waiting in the rain for hours to do it.
Something about rain. Can you hear me okay? Can you hear me okay? This is a sound check. Wait a second. This is the sound check. Can you hear me okay? Test 1, 2. Test. How now, brown cow? How now, brown cow? Can you hear me? Please, anybody, please. I need to know this. Okay, Bozo, thank you so much. You know, I mean, because I actually did 20 minutes totally silent one time, and yeah, it was pretty good stuff, but then I went to replay it, and the whole motherfucking thing muted. But anyway, you know, where was I going with this? I have no fucking clue, but
there seems to be some misunderstanding when it comes to Muslims and Islam.
Muslims and
because
Islam?
we got YouTube trolls over there on Google Plus defending these people.
Really?
Saying, oh, there's good Muslims. Really? Show me one in history.
There's been a lot of them.
Show me one good Muslim in history. One. No, you can't. Every Muslim in history went out and slaughtered people by thousands. There is no such animal.
So every Muslim that lives around me goes around slaughtering people and slaughtering animals? Why was I not aware of this? I mean, where is the community watch program? You know, if all the Muslims are going around slaughtering things, I mean, where are the local police? I mean, of course, you know, they probably got a cut of the big check. Of course, that's the way it works. You know what I'm saying?
Well, why is that? Why do Muslims do what they do? Well, they do it because that holy book comes down here. Unholy book, actually, commands them to do it. All right? They don't get to go to heaven unless they kill the infidel. It says so in the Quran. Okay, so you dunderheads that want to keep defending Islam are defending something that ultimately will kill you.
I like to use the word dunderhead lately. I wonder. Yeah. And he says the word dunderhead, and then you look at him, and not judging, but oh my God, it looks like his fucking beard is only going on half that one side again. God, somebody get the cat and fucking like lick that shit. Ugh. That's just nasty. Anyway, we're not going to get personal here.
Which I think is just, if it wasn't so serious, it'd be hilarious as fuck. You know, here's everybody running around defending people, the very people that's going to turn around and kill them.
That's right, man. We're going to defend you guys.
There's actually a scientific and medical term for that, but I can't think of it.
It's called Stockholm Syndrome you're thinking of, and he can't fucking think of anything, and somebody's going to come up with it.
I can't think of the term right now.
Stockholm Syndrome.
You know, because I rescue people that were in cults and that were in gangs and that were kidnapped. And it's funny because if that person is dead,
Vaughn's rescued people. That's back when he was the Punisher back in Killeen, Texas. You know? And, well, that's just part of what the Punisher did. You know? Rescuing damsels in distress. Skyrim chicks before their time. Rescuing them from cults. Can you imagine? Now, we've all seen Vaughn's younger days picture, you know, videos, his older shit, right? Now, literally, seriously, you know, and this is taking Karate Kyle pictures out of the whole fucking equation, right? But of all the old videos you see of Vaughn, can you just imagine him, right, running through a fucking door, right, saving damsels in distress, like shooting? It's a pundit. You know, I mean, and that's the funny thing about it, right? He's Von Helton, and
then with the kidnapper or the cult or the gang a long time, it's harder to tell them out because they will then attack you, thinking that you are the enemy.
That's right.
And I forget what that's called. There's actually a term for that.
Well, first they'd be trying to get away from you, Vaughn. You stink. You know, and that's, you've even admitted that, you know, wet farts are part of your game, you know, that people your age, but I'm not your age, I'm older than you, Vaughn, because I don't tend to have wet farts all the time, you know. I like to eat meat, but I don't have that offensive odor because, I don't know, I tend to shower, not use deodorant, things like that. But, you know, like I said, who am I? I'm just a lobster.
Where you are defending your kidnapper, your gang member, your anyway, I'll Google it in the morning. Anyway, the point is this: Islam is a threat to everyone, and that Muslim that you think is friendly, that you think is nice, that you think is your buddy, that you think is an American or a Frenchman or a Brit or whatever. Stockholm syndrome. Thank you, Dave. Thank you. Yeah, Stockholm. Everybody, when it comes to Islam, everyone on the motherfucking planet, it seems, except for me and maybe a handful of others, have Stockholm syndrome. They are literally protecting the very people that's going to kill them and take over their countries. Which is just, like I said, it'd be funny as hell if it wasn't so goddamn serious. But this is serious. You know, the Muslims have established an enclave here in America, in Dearborn, Michigan. All right, a big one. And that little bubble up there eventually is going to burst. Those Muslims are going to get a wild hair up their ass. They're going to try something.
You know, that's the whole thing. You know, there's pockets of areas. You can see it on YouTube, you know, where the Muslims, you know, they go over certain parts of a town or, you know. But I'm pretty sure if they tried to rise up because, well, that's what their book tells them to do and shit like that, you know, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't go so well for them, you know, because, well, we've got tanks, you know, bigger bullets, you know. But this is how fucking crazy God is, right? He literally, you know, you could, and this isn't to shit on anybody's fucking religious beliefs. This isn't that kind of video. But you can take the Bible, right, and twist it literally any way you want. It's called cherry picking. And we're all aware of that term. You know, you can show people the Bible and show all of God's love and mercy and how he sacrificed his son to die for you. Just all the loving, you know, good shepherd qualities of peace and tranquility with God. And then you can have other people that can take the Bible and twist it in some homicidal maniac, blood-driven, sacrificial demons against angels and God striking down and vengeance is mine, saith the Lord, you know, and Armageddon and shit like that, the end of the world, you know. And then you get people that go, well, you know, those people are both kind of crazy, but, you know, but, so, I mean, you can twist anything into anything you really want, right? And that's, but according to Vaughn, right, that literally if every fucking Muslim in the fucking world, right, at one time is going to or has slaughtered innocent people, right, or will kill innocent people and farm animals and dogs and stuff, right?
Why? Because that motherfucking book of theirs down here tells them to do it.
Well, God
now,
tells
I am never, ever going to...
God tells you people to do some really fucking sick shit as well, and has in the past. Just look at Abraham. Look what God told Abraham to do to his son Isaac. You know? But God was just playing a joke. You know? Just kidding. Just to your face.
You get on here and advocate book burning. However,
the book burning.
They need to take their fucking unholy book. They need to put it back in the fucking desert.
Take that book back to the desert.
There is absolutely nothing in the Quran that is congruent with the Constitution of the United States. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Not one thing in that fucking book is congruent with the Constitution of the United States. Yet I will see not only Democrats, but Republicans and moderates as well on this fucking internet defending these motherfuckers.
That's right.
Even though their holy book commands them to take over the United States.
Take over the United States.
It's called treason. If you side with a Muslim, any Muslim, you are committing treason against the Constitution of the United States. Not maybe, not kind of, you are. Why? Because their holy book commands them to come to America in numbers and to rise up and take over our country. They are commanded by their God in their holy book to do that. And if they don't do it, they don't get to do it.
Well, suck on so many levels. You know, if they didn't get to go to heaven, so you know, of course they're not really going to go to heaven.
So while you're sitting there arguing with me that Muslims are normal people, I'm arguing back that they're not, and I got proof in their own damn holy book back me up. So everybody right now that argues with me on the internet has a severe case of Stockholm syndrome. You are literally protecting the very people who kill you and take over your country.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. Proof positive that the trolls and haters and naysayers and most likely everybody in this chat, right, is supporting Muslim terrorists and stuff. And you want to be a fucking shame to yourself, myself included. I've been involved in this stuff for so long. My God, he's right.
And can we see that in Europe right now? Oh, hell yes, we can.
Oh, yeah.
Sweden has been completely taken over by Islam.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it here first. Sweden, the country of Sweden has been completely taken over by Islam.
Norway is in
Norway.
Taken over by Islam.
Yep.
And they have already got Kosovo.
Kosovo's gone. Lebanon's gone.
They've already got Constantinople.
Not Constantinople. Oh my God. What's next? Chattanooga? Oh my God. Oh, gee whiz. They can't. Oh, gee whiz. What's next? What's next?
You know, I can literally go back through history and show you where Islam has taken over countries and slaughtered the indigenous people of that country. Be it.
No, I'm not trying to get into a fucking history thing, but that's pretty much every conquering fucking country. The Spanish did it. We did it. The British did it. English did it. The French did it. You know what I mean? Some of our greatest explorers in history were some fucking murderous pricks. You know? Yeah. Google it, Vaughn. You know.
A pagan, Jew, or a Christian.
A pagan, a Jew,
mostly
and a
Christian
Christian
nations.
walking on bar.
I don't know why that is, but mostly Christian.
Mostly Christian.
Anyway, the point is that that's what they do. They go to foreign. See, you gotta understand. Iran calls any non-Muslim nation a land of war. Now, if you keep insisting that these so-called modern Muslims are peaceful, why are they going to a place called the land of war?
Don't you love that fucking giggle? That where are they going to the land of war? God.
Well, why? I'll tell you what. Because they're not here to be Americans.
No, they're not.
They're not here to be Americans. They're not here to be peaceful. They're not here to get away from Islam. They're here to bring Islam here to take over the country. Because that book now commands them to do it.
That book is commanding.
And they're going to listen to their holy book.
Yep.
Listen to you. I reported on Cowgirl years ago.
Who remembers Cowgirl? I mean, raise your hand in the side chat. You know, acknowledge yourself if you remember Cowgirl. I mean, that was a classic story. It was a breaking news story that Vaughn had years ago. I think we all thoroughly enjoyed it. I think it was up for a few awards for local journalism in Manchester, Kentucky. Not sure if he won because Vaughn wouldn't be the type of person that would brag about any such awards for journalism excellence or anything like that. But, you know, thus it was a good story. So who out there remembers Cowgirl? Raise your hand if you remember Cowgirl.
Who was Cowgirl? I'm going to refresh your memory. Cowgirl was a so-called moderate Muslim that acted like an American and was living in France. No. So they called her Cowgirl because she acted like an American. All right. Well, one day, Muslims decided to bomb France. Mm-hmm. What did Cowgirl do? Did Cowgirl get up and stand up against it and say, no, that's not true Islam? No, she didn't do that, did she? No,
what did she do?
Put on a suicide vest and blew her fucking apartment sky high, killing all the people as she went. What?
Cowgirl blew herself up? I was wondering what happened to Cowgirl. I mean, for fuck's sake. Hey, Karate Kyle. You laugh at Cowgirl, I call bullshit. Oh my God, Karate Kyle, don't test me, young man. Don't test me. Don't test me, sir. I've got journalism, professional journalism behind me right here with this monster. Right. guys try to side chat. You know, I don't try to like miss the side chat, but if I jump into the side chat, I get sidetracked and fuck all if I ever know what's going to be coming out of my mouth next. I just play this shit. And but corrupt.
Why? Because that fucking holy book down here has more power over her than you do, or I do, or anybody else does.
That's right.
She is going to do what her holy book commands her to do.
Yes, she is.
Period. Now, some idiot gets on the internet and says, well, there's all those peaceful passages in prayer. All those peaceful passages are completely negated on Book of the Sword. And see if you did any actual research on
that. That's right.
And you can get this information from any Muslim in the Middle East. Okay?
Yeah. You ask any Muslim in the Middle East, and they'll tell you exactly where to find this information. They'll just say, look, you know, here's a brochure. People ask me this question all the time. You know, so I've prepared a little PDF. You know, can I get you, maybe, let me send you a PDF file. You know, and I can explain the whole thing about what I meant by just saying that. So,
all leading books are exhumed, done away with, whatever, by the latter books. Right? Well, guess what the latter book is? Book of the Sword. A lot of the so-called peaceful passages in the Quran were written before Muhammad went into the cave.
Oh, they were written before Muhammad went into the cave. Oh, that explains so much. Oh, you know what? I never thought of that. I never thought of that. You know, I'm going to have to go back into the book and check that and go, was there any signs that I knew that wasn't going to happen whilst I was reading it before? Because that just, wow, that's amazing. That's just, it explains so much.
Okay, so they're totally null and void.
No,
you're not going to hear that. The media's not going to tell you that. You have to research it. You have to actually spend the 17 years that I've been studying Islam in order to know these.
He's been studying 17 years. You know, I remember years ago he said he'd been studying every major religion for over 30 years. So if he's got 17 years of Islamic studies behind him, I mean, who wouldn't take this man as an authority on, oh shit, what? Hey there, St. Tommy, how you doing there, brother? How you doing? He's to you, my friend.
These things. Because you're not going to know these things in 5 minutes. You've got to study it, because the news media is not going to tell you. Most Muslims are not going to tell you. You have to do actual research.
You have to do actual research, or you have to stay tuned to secular LOBSTER news networks with all of our breaking coverage of radical Islam coverage by the trolls, haters, and naysayers. Because, well, somebody's got to report this evil stuff. You know, the monster once years ago, you know, he coined the phrase, I believe he coined the phrase, evil must be punished. But we here at Secular LOBSTER Ministries, Alternative News Network Reporting Services, Commentary, we took that, we've turned it into, well, we kind of like to make it our own, but how can you ever make a classic your own? Evil must be reported. And I think that says it all.
And I have been spending the last 17 years researching Islam, and I can tell you for surety that the Book of the Sword negates any peaceful path.
The Book of the Sword negates anything in the fucking Quran. Now, are we straight on that? Because I'm sure there are some people out there, somewhere out there, that were a little, maybe was a bit confused. But he made it plain and simple that the Book of the Sword negates the Quran thing and the peaceful passages and stuff like that. So I hope everybody's clear that the message that he was trying to convey. And I'm glad that we could help sort that out for you.
So that book down there wants to kill you. For real.
That book wants to kill me. Holy shit. Can you imagine, you know, somebody hearing that and having nightmares at night with a giant book, you know? giant book coming out from the closet, or out through the window, with big fangs and shit. That book is going to kill you. Anyway, lost my mind for a minute.
For you.
That's
right. And you're running around here protecting these very people that want to kill you and take over your country.
That's right.
It just cracks me up. So there must be some that's understanding. There must be some kind of mistake.
That's right.
Because you're protecting the very people that want to. And
why would you people protect the people that want to fucking kill you? It's that Stockholm syndrome. Make it stop. Make it stop.
That's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous.
Because you're committing treason against the Constitution. You are siding with the President of the United States. We are at war with Islam. We've been at war with Islam since 1776.
I love it when Vaughn talks, about how we've been at war with Islam since 1776. And you can look at the Treaty of Tripoli, and you can make videos about how it's just not true, and states that and stuff. And in no way, shape, or form, is any of it true, right? Like Vaughn's fucking history. But
there has been absolutely no proof that the fatwa placed on the United States back in 1776 has been removed. And if there is, give me the name of the cleric or the imam or whoever.
So, yeah, this is the whole thing. Apparently a curse or a jihad or something like that was placed on the United States of America back in 1776 or some shit, right? And the fact that there's been no Muslim cleric to date on record ever taken away that curse, then we are still at war with Islam, and it must be defeated because, well, Vaughn studied Islam, ran for over 17 years, so, I mean, why wouldn't he?
Or the Ayatollah or the Grand Mufti.
Grand Mufti.
Give me their name. I want their name.
Who's the Grand Mufti or the Ayatollah that lifted those sanctions? I want to know right now. Anybody that can give me the name of the Grand Mufti or the Ayatollah that lifted that and everything, and so that we weren't at war with Islam anymore, and we can finally have peace. I want to know those names, and of course there will be a reward. But we are still at war. Oh my God, we are still at war with Islam. It's terrible.
Yeah, so you can't, because there is no such thing.
There is no such
thing. The fatwa placed on America in 1776 is still fucking there. That's why we keep getting Muslim attacks here in the United States, because it has never been. We are still at war with Islam, and it's not radical Islam any either. Okay, that's just fucking
stupid. It's just not radical.
It is Islam.
It's Islam.
That book down there does not break Islam into two pieces.
Okay? No, it doesn't.
In the Quran, there is no such thing as radical Islam or modernism. They don't exist. The media invented those words.
That's right. It's
the media literally invented words, radical Islam and modernism. Why? Because the media is not your friend. The media wants you dead.
Oh my God.
Why? Because dead people in the streets make headlines, and then they get lots of money.
Dead people in the streets make headlines. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, they're doing it for the money, and the dead people in the streets make headlines and make money. That's an idea. I've never thought of that. Maybe I should run a campaign about that.
So yeah, they want you dead too, because if there's a bunch of dead people in the streets,
I just say that.
In fact, there is a term in the newsfeed that goes, "If it bleeds, it leads."
Oh my God, if it bleeds, it leads. That's what the news media. You know what? I got to tell you a little bit of second-grade toilet humor, right? Got to tell you this. This was so funny when I was a kid. I don't know why, but they always used to say, "If she bleeds, she breeds." And I'm wondering if Vaughn kind of like copied that. We put. Who knows what goes on in Vaughn's head? I mean, he's the Punisher.
All right.
And
so, yeah,
a crack news reporter as well.
Isn't that interesting?
That's interesting, Vaughn. He's rubbing his hands.
So you have to understand. Islam has nothing to do with peace.
Nope. Islam has nothing to do with peace.
The Quran is not a religious book.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not a religious book.
There's nothing religious or holy.
There's nothing. No.
Now, are there religious elements to Islam? Yes. Muhammad went into a cave and had a demon talk to him.
Yep. Muhammad went into a cave and met a demon and he talked to him. So that's like the religious aspects of Islam, but
that's about the extent of it.
That's the extent.
As far as Islam truly being a religion, religions do not go out and slaughter people by the thousands and destroy whole civilizations. Okay, religions don't do that.
Well, I think the Crusades and the Spanish Inquisitions. Well, I mean, who would expect the Spanish Inquisition? You know, I mean, the Inquisition. The Inquisition. Oh, sorry, that was a lovely movie. Pretty much all religions as well. I've never seen any radical Hindus or radical Buddhists. I mean, maybe there is somewhere in Indochina or something like that, you know, with some religious weird cults that think everything. There's cults, there's people that take shit literally to the extreme, no matter what the fuck you're talking about. So,
true religion, very good. True religion does not do shit like that.
True religion does not do
true religions are called peace. Okay, so if Islam is out there slaughtering whole civilizations, and they are, then they're not a religion. They can be. So the only other alternative other than religion is cult. But they're not really a cult either. Because they're more than just their religious parts.
That's right. They're not just a religious cult, right? Because there's so much more to Islam than just being a cult.
Socioeconomic.
Socioeconomic.
Also, the other elements of society.
Yeah, absolutely. Socioeconomic, and it's pretty much the only word that he could come up with because he couldn't come up with anything else. But yeah. You know, when you get into fucking economics and stuff like that, I mean, Vaughn would know about economics. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's done everything. Why not economics?
Elements of how we live: financial, economic, socioeconomic, social, medical. I mean, every aspect of your life is dominated by the Quran.
Oh my God! You know, 14 minutes and 11 seconds, and he's rubbing his fucking face. You know, I mean, I know I touch myself sometimes, but I'm just so pretty, and my hair is just lovely, and I like to pull my hair sometimes like that, and stuff. And sometimes my nose itches, sometimes I burp. You know, who doesn't? You know what I'm saying? But Vaughn likes to rub his face and his greasy fucking. It's almost like he's trying to get that chicken grease off his fingers, you know.
Every aspect. Short of taking a shit.
Sort of taking a shit. Wow.
So these Google Plus trolls, they're over there.
Yeah.
Calling me a racist and a bigot.
Well, you are.
I'm speaking out against a semi-centric cult that wants to kill me.
Well, yeah. It's not that you're speaking out against a 7th century cult that wants to kill you. It is just, well, it's Vaughn, it's the delivery. It's how you come across at times. You know, you can come across a little bit wacky. But, you know, I mean, you're a man, you're passionate. You know, Vaughn's passionate about what he does. That's what makes him the unique correspondent that we here in Second Lobster Ministry.
And they'll try to get this right too after it. Because they want America to be destroyed.
Yeah, we want.
See, these trolls and haters over on Google Plus, they want America to be destroyed.
Yeah, the trolls and the haters, man, and everybody want America destroyed, and we support fucking radicalism.
They have to. That's the only reason they would side with Islam. The only reason you would side with a cult that wants to kill you is if you really want to be killed. Hello? That's the only conclusion you can reach. Okay, so these people over on Google Plus that are advocating the overthrow of the United States, they're treasonous bastards, aren't they? Yeah. Oh. Yeah, they're treasonous bastards. They hate America, and they want Islam to destroy America. That's the only conclusion we can reach. Otherwise, they would not be siding with Islam.
Now, that's the whole thing that I can't figure out. Now, somebody explain this to me. You could agree now, okay, I'm not saying that I agree with much that Vaughn says or her, but say, for instance, okay, I'm having a discussion with him, and we're talking, say, about what, like, literally anything, right? And we're having a nice discussion, which is something that probably would never happen. But anyway, for the sake of this story, we're having a nice discussion. And, we're talking about lunch and where to go for lunch, right? And I'm like, there's this really nice bistro down the street that's got a nice brisket. You know what I'm saying? A nice brisket, maybe a giant brisket burger and a pint of brew, maybe some chili cheese fries. And Vaughn says, "Oh, we've got some schwans, macaroni and cheese in the fridge." And we have a little discussion. And I told Vaughn, I said, well, I'd rather eat a nice brisket burger, chili cheese fries, and he calls me a hater because he can only afford the macaroni and cheese because he spent all his parents' money on furniture and sheets for the children's room. So we have a discussion, and he calls me a hater. From then on, everything I say in my life, apparently I support radical Islam. Ah.
Okay, so now what did the Democrat Party want? Oh, yeah, they're siding with Islam too.
Yeah, so Democrats.
Anybody that sides with Islam cannot be siding with America. There's just no way. The two are not congruent. Okay?
You are not.
There's no way you can sit here and call yourself an American and side with Islam. So you can't do it. There's absolutely nothing in Islam that is
congruent. If you don't side with Vaughn,
in fact, the Muslims in the UK will sit there and say, freedom, go to hell. Okay, they write on their posters, freedom can go to hell.
They've got posters that say, freedom, go to hell. They've got posters that say other things too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, let me say, doesn't Vaughn believe in freedom of speech? Freedom, go to hell. I mean, that is about the most offensive thing I've ever heard in my life. I mean, that's like saying the N-word to a real patriotic American like Vaughn.
Why? Because they don't want freedom. They want to follow their holy book.
They want to follow that holy book because
they kill you. They get to heaven. They get all kinds of perks.
Yeah.
They get all kinds of perks if they're fighting the jihad against the infidel.
They get all sorts of perks. You know what I'm saying? I hear when you first get to heaven, before you get the virgins, they give you this really nice gift bag for showing up, first of all. And it's got all sorts of lovely gifts inside of it and everything. So when you first get there, wow, the gifts are just plentiful. There's lots of perks. I think there's even a car. I think they give you access to a nice car for at least a year till you get yourself set, with your pensions and stuff like that, and find good living quarters. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, look at the endorsements too. The latest jihad victim with his, gift. I mean, look at the commercial value with that. You take that, you run with it, you make a commercial success. Boom, you're rich. I mean, for fuck's sake. I mean,
okay. Otherwise, they don't get those perks.
Well,
so they want to do it. It's in their purview too.
Yeah, they have
all kinds of shit from that. So they don't actually get shit. Really.
They don't get shit. What?
Anyways, the point is that
what is your point, Bob?
I'm being labeled a bigot and a hater and
because you are
homophobe and all this other bullshit.
Well, you don't like gay people, Mom, but you really love those fucking animated chicks, man, with adult mods where chicks urinate, defecate, and birthing mods, pee and poop, horse cocks. It's full of all sorts of freaky shit you can do with it. Boy, I can just imagine, can you imagine the freaky shit Vaughn does with those chicks in that Fallout 4 game? And the Skyrim and everything. I mean, that's he's got to be a freak master. And, bonds fixes.
When actually it is Islam. It's actually Islam that is racist, homophobe, xenophobe, and various other things. In that book down there, hatred against Christians, hatred against Jews, hatred against pagans, hatred against homosexuals.
They hate everybody.
The man's best friend, the dog.
Oh, you know what? Wait till you hear about this. I mean, they even hate man's best friend, the dog. I mean, who doesn't like a puppy? You know, who doesn't love a nice puppy dog? Sad puppy dogs, happy puppy dogs, just the unconditional love and respect that your puppy dog gives you. But listen to this. Yep.
What do you say, dogs? Why dogs?
Why dogs, Vaughn?
In the Hadith and in the Quran itself, there is a period there where Muhammad was having dogs to guard his tent, his area.
Well,
and supposedly the angel Gabriel came down and told him, said, "No, I'm not going to bless you if there's any dogs around you."
Oh my God!
Why dogs? Well, I don't know.
I don't know why either. I mean, he had guard dogs. I mean, it was a brutal time, man. He probably had some Rottweilers, some German Shepherds, some attack dogs, some Dobermans. I mean, he had to have protection. But the angel Gabriel came down and said, "I won't protect you with these dogs around you." I mean, okay, now I understand if nobody was cleaning up the dog poop, right? Because that can get a little bit offensive with the odor. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure the neighbors, as much as they respected him, was like, "Look, we don't mind the dogs around here, but you got to clean up the poop." You know what I'm saying? So I'm guessing maybe, oh my God, you know, St. Tommy meth isn't my forte either. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I mean, the amount of poop that was there, you know, had to be a bit of a sanitary problem, you know. So.
But Muhammad slew all the dogs at the camp.
Oh my God, he killed all the dogs.
Angel Gabriel, who we now know is not Gabriel at all.
What?
And
well, who is he? It wasn't the angel Gabriel. He fooled him. He said, "No, that wasn't but I thought it was the angel Gabriel." He was a trickster. I'll bet he wore a disguise. I hate it when people impersonate other people, you know,
he killed all the dogs.
He killed all the dogs.
He left a few dogs.
Oh my God!
Extreme outskirts of the encampment.
Those lucky poor dogs. He killed them all. I hope those dogs found nice homes after the fact. They have to suffer much.
Request of the angel Gabriel. Now, we now know that the angel Gabriel wasn't there. The angel Gabriel was in heaven fighting demons.
Oh my God! The angel Gabriel was still up in heaven fighting the demons. Well, that makes sense. It really does. I mean, because that's where he would be, you know. I mean, so.
Do we have documentation of that? Yes, as a matter of fact, we do.
Yes, we've got documentation that the angel Gabriel was up in heaven fighting demons. It's documented. So, I mean, it's unequivocally the truth. I mean, because there's documentation.
Or whatever. In the cave, it was not the angel Gabriel. Couldn't they?
He was up in heaven. It was sin.
In fact, I believe there's a passage in the Bible where the angel Gabriel tells David, Daniel, one of the guys, he says, "Yeah, man, I had a hell of a time getting down here too. And in the future, I won't be able to come because I'll be fighting against demons."
That's what he said to Daniel and everybody. He said, "Look, you know, I like coming down here and saving the day for you guys, but I can't be doing it anymore because I've got to stay up in heaven because my primary job is fighting demons up in heaven. You know, because it's, you know, heaven's not crime-free. You know, we have to have law enforcement even in heaven, you know."
All right. Now fast forward 500 years later.
500 years
so
later.
Where is the angel Gabriel? There's five demons. Just
oh my God! He was
so he could have been the angel Gabriel. No fucking way. No fucking way.
No
fucking way. So who was it? Well, we now know with archaeological evidence that who he talked to in that cave was none other than sin.
Archaeological evidence proves beyond a shadow of a doubt that it wasn't the angel Gabriel. It was sin.
A demon from ancient Mesopotamia.
A demon from ancient Mesopotamia.
We have archaeological evidence to support that. Oh, hell yes, we do.
We've got archaeological evidence to prove that. Yes.
Not even suggested, prove it.
Prove it.
We have archaeological evidence to prove that the God that Muslims worship is none other than sin, a demon from ancient Mesopotamia.
Oh my God! I wonder if the Muslims know this, that they're actually, you know what? They're going to be saying, oh my God, how could we have just not wow. I am so glad he told us, So you guys go out to your Muslim friends and tell them about this and say, look, you guys have made a mistake. You guys are worshiping this other guy, and it's not really your guy. I mean, and I'm sure they'll thank you. And
Muhammad's parents were not Christians. Muhammad's parents were not Jews.
No, they weren't.
Muhammad's parents weren't even pagans.
Nope.
Muhammad's parents were demonists.
Oh my God. I wonder if that he's related to Demonois, because, he's a member of the Ku Klux Klan as well. Apparently, I've heard, He's on the roll somewhere, but he's disappeared.
That might not even be a real word. I might just admit it, but if I got there, it is.
It's a real word.
What do? They worship demons.
They worship
Muhammad's parents had 350 demons that they worshiped, and the chief among those demons was Sin, a demon from Mesopotamia. He is identified with the moon. Okay?
The moon.
Okay, and so that's where the Muslims get their crescent moon insignia from. They don't get it from Christianity. They don't get it from Judaism. They get that crescent moon symbol from the moon god, if you will, the moon demon, actually, by the name of Sin.
Oh, and that's something that I've always wondered about.
What happened was he pulled a setback. Sin did. Sin pulled a setback. He wanted to destroy humankind. And that's why I thought he was doing that. And so they chained his ass to the moon.
Oh.
Right? So, and I'm sure it's a little more elaborate than that, but there you go. Okay, so here we are.
We have a lot more elaborate than that, but Vaughn can't go into this because this is
this situation where the Muslims don't even know what the fuck they're worshiping. Because they're not worshiping a god. The lie that the Muslims perpetrated on mankind since the 1970s. Oh, Islam's just an offshoot of Christianity. Islam has nothing to do with Christianity. Islam has nothing to do with Judaism. Islam doesn't even have anything to do with paganism.
Oh my God, really?
Demonists. Worship of demons. The worship of demons. The worship of demons. In fact, one of the names of Allah is the Great Deceiver. Come on, atheists. Even you atheists have to know who the Great Deceiver is.
Oh my God.
It's the devil. It's Satan.
Oh, the Great Deceiver. The Great, even you atheists have to understand that Satan is the Great Deceiver. I mean, who thought? All the atheists, we should have known. We should have known the Great Deceiver.
It's the one that wants to destroy our souls.
Oh my God!
Okay, even an atheist should be able to figure that one out.
Even an atheist.
Okay, so are the Muslims worshiping a true God, a loving God? No, not even close. Not even close.
The Muslims aren't even worshiping a real God. It's a demon, right?
They're worshiping a demon. The Great Deceiver.
The Great Deceiver.
And I believe that this is why we have people leaving Islam in droves.
Oh my God!
It's because they find out the true intent of Islam, which has nothing to do with inner peace or love or kindness or any of that shit. It has to do with physical conquest. That book down there is not a holy book or a religious book.
No, it's not. It's a horrible
It's a book of world conquest. That is exactly what the Quran is. You can take Sun Tzu's Art of War and the Quran, and you can set them down side by side. They're almost a perfect match. Why?
Oh my God!
That's what the Quran is. It's a book of war. It's a book of world conquest. That is what Islam is. It is an ideology of world conquest. It has nothing to do with inner peace of any fucking kind.
Well, I'm glad.
Nothing.
I'm glad Vaughn straightened that out for me because I was questioning that. I was wondering
to do with it. All right, because if it had to do with inner peace, the Muslims would be at peace with it. Yeah. But what do we see? They're constantly fighting each other and constantly fighting with others.
They're fighting with everyone.
There's nothing peaceful about Islam at all, especially inner peace.
No, inner peace.
Okay, so what we have here is there must be some misunderstanding. There must be some kind of mistake.
There must be a misunderstanding.
Because even the slightest bit of study about Islam would lead you to the same conclusion that I have.
That's right,
even just the slightest bit.
Just the slightest bit.
So the people who are out there believing that Islam is a religion of peace and they're Muslim as a good American has not done any research on Islam at all.
Oh my God.
Muslims are not allowed to swear any type of allegiance to anyone but Allah and Muhammad. That's it. They're not allowed to swear allegiance to anyone else. Only Allah and Muhammad. So are Muslims Americans? No, they can't be. They can't pledge allegiance to the flag. They can't swear allegiance to the Constitution. They can't perform anything that is American at all. Not allowed. They're forbidden by their holy book.
Oh, well, that just tells
us. That's why I go Obama put his hands behind his back.
Oh my God, not Obama.
He can't participate. He's a Muslim. He can't participate. All right.
I still think Ron's chin is disappearing.
I'm trying to get you guys to understand
Make me understand, Vaughn. Make me understand.
And this enclave of Muslims up here in Gabriel, Michigan keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger every year.
Oh my God.
Pretty soon, they're going to want to do something.
They're going to want to do something.
Because their holy book demands that.
Their holy book saying, let's start a war with the government.
And I think that military troops should surround Gabriel, Michigan. I would have already had military troops around Gabriel, Michigan right now. I'd already have them because they're going to do something. They have to. Their holy book demands that they do something. So, I would have already had military stations around the world.
He would have, call in the troops. Because Dearborn, Michigan is going to be a hotbed, for the Muslim uprising.
Because I am not ignorant of history, nor am I ignorant of that stupid little book.
Oh my God, is Vaughn not ignorant of history? Vaughn is so astute with his history, he can tell you everything that George Washington ever stood for. Our founding fathers and all that stuff. When it comes to history, Vaughn's shit on literally everything, and I wonder if, you ever wondered what Vaughn's GPA grade at point average, what kind of history, the books he must read to come up with the conclusions that he comes up with. It's in his fucking mind.
Unlike our loving Congress, who has not read the Quran at all. They couldn't have.
No.
Page after page. Kill. Any moron can read the Quran.
Any moron can watch.
You have to be deaf, dumb, and blind not to see that the Quran is a book of death.
Sure plays me.
There is no spiritual.
Hey, that was the name of the song, Pinball Wizard.
He's in there anywhere. And what do the Muslims call Muhammad? They call him the perfect man.
They call him the perfect man.
Let me say that again. The Muslims, true Muslims, call Muhammad the perfect man, the worthy of emulation.
Man. One can only aspire to be like
every Muslim is going to do the things that Muhammad did. Well, what did Muhammad do?
He did the
camel caravans. He slaughtered whole cultures and whole civilizations. He raped women by the hundreds.
Oh my God, he didn't.
He pillaged villages.
Pillaged villages.
All of their precious commodities.
Oh shit!
And that's what Muslims believe is the perfect man, and they're going to emulate that perfect man. So yes, damn it, every Muslim is a terrorist. Every single one of them. Why? Because they emulate a terrorist. I have been made victorious with what? I have been made victorious with terror.
Oh my God, my Muslim neighbors are going to attack everybody? I should sound the alarm. I wonder if they know that. We've got some nice Muslim children. You know what? I really, where I get my health care, and a lot of people know where I get my health care because Vaughn's threatened to take my media benefits away. It's a teaching hospital. Brown University. I see a lot of Brown University folks and stuff which is an Ivy League school, But a lot of the doctors are I'm guessing, most likely Muslim. Some I can tell. A couple of my doctors have been Muslim ladies. They wear the hijab. They don't cover their whole face, but they're, and you can tell it's just a religious thing, and they're not Christian. They believe in Islam or Muslim or whatever the fuck, right? But they're really nice people, right? I've had doctors, same way, right? It's never even really come up, nice people, right? So apparently the radical Muslims, because every Muslim is a terrorist. So where I get my medical care apparently has been invaded by Muslim terrorists as well because, they give some pretty good fucking health care, But Vaughn seems to think with his whacked up fuck job idea of reality and spirituality, his self-importance in the fucking world, that somehow if you believe a certain way, if you don't read the Bible, if you're not a pagan like him, because even Christians are wrong, and the Jewish people are wrong because of the ancient Hopi fucking prophets. that all three major religions aren't real and everybody's going to revert to paganism or some shit like that. Wow. I can't wait until the Elder Scroll is completed. I want that fucking update, right? Bond's not making videos like he used to, and I'm getting itchy. I gotta hear an update, you know? I mean, I think we all deserve an Elder Scrolls update. You know? I mean, I think Irv owes it to us. You know? I mean, he threw that carrot out on a stick. You know, he made us want more. And Vaughn, we want more. We want to hear more about the Elder Scrolls. I mean, our crack news reporting staff is standing by at all hours of the day or night with our toll-free hotline. Who's on the Elder Scroll?
With terror. Okay, so if he's being made victorious with terror, that makes him a terrorist. So Muhammad is in fact a terrorist. He admits it in the Quran and the Hadith. And he clearly states that that is how he gets his blessings from Allah.
That's how he
so the Muslims then come over behind him and say, we will emulate that man. What does emulate mean? It means they're going to do what he did. Okay, so if Muhammad went around slaughtering people and raping women, that's what Muslims are going to do.
Oh my God. All the Muslims are going to go out and rape and slaughter people. Because that's what Muhammad would do.
Because they're emulating that so-called perfect man, unquote.
That perfect man.
Get it? So yes, damn it, every Muslim is a terrorist. Now, not every Muslim's out there chopping off heads.
No,
every
that's
Muslim
a
is
good
terrorist
thing.
because they're emulating Muhammad.
Oh my God.
They're emulating. He is the perfect man.
The perfect man.
So they're emulating him. So these trolls over on Google Plus and YouTube and wherever else they might be hiding want America to be destroyed by him.
Oh my God.
Otherwise, they would be against Islam.
Those trolls and haters and naysayers of supporting radical Islam. Look, they got their big check from the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers, and look, they're running wild in the streets. They're supporting radical Islam now, and they're wanting the destruction of the country that Vaughn loves so much. I mean, I can see
simple logic.
The emotion in his face, simple logic, Vaughn.
And there's a cat roaming my back.
There's a cat.
I just got a notice on my security there, and I look up and it's a cat. Oh no, at least it's just a cat, right, guys? Anyways.
Yeah, Vaughn's got a security system in his entire fucking trailer for invaders, right? He even has a fucking camera outside of his bedroom door. What the fuck? I mean, who's gonna run? I don't know. Those trolls and haters, man. You
know. But yeah. So anybody, and I mean anybody, including congressmen and senators, including the president, if you side with Islam, you are committing treason.
Did you hear that, President Trump? President Trump, if you side with radical Islam, then you're going to be a terrorist as well. And that's coming from the Vaughn stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean,
in the United States. Period. End of story. In fact, the McCarran-Walters Act of 1952 clearly states that anyone who comes here with the purpose of overthrowing the United States shall be banned from entry into the United States.
Banned from entry.
Does the Quran call for the overthrow of the United States of America? Fuck yes, it does. It says that all non-Muslim countries are to be taken over by Muhammad's followers, and they are to rise up and take that nation for Islam.
There you go.
I don't want my nation taken for Islam.
No,
I don't want my nation overthrown. I like my nation the way it is. In fact, I would much prefer it get back to the way it is in my fathers, but I'll take it the way it is now until we make those changes. But anyway.
Vaughn wants to go back to the way of the founding fathers. Now, I wonder what he meant by that. You know, what the founding fathers intended. Was it how the founding fathers lived their daily lives? The living conditions. The sanitary conditions. The shenanigans. The fun. If Vaughn could have just been there with the founding fathers, why, who knows? Who knows?
Anyway, I sure as fuck don't want our 22nd century country to revert back to 7th century. No, I don't want to live in a tent. I don't want to wipe my ass with mushrooms. I don't want to drink camel piss.
He picked the wrong time to say that. So apparently, if Vaughn gets converted to fucking radical Islam, he'll have to wipe his butt with his hand and drink camel urine. Where the fuck did that come from? I mean, I know there's parts in countries over there where those people like to drink camel piss and everything, but if there's a way to fucking bring it into the fucking laws, well, Vaughn brings it home every fucking time with those big titties of his and mentions drinking camel urine.
I like it much. So these idiots over on Google Plus, they're wanting to revert back to the 7th century, I guess. They like wiping their hands with that. Wiping their ass with it. They apparently like shit like that. Apparently they like drinking.
So is it true that the trolls and I never tried it, but if the trolls and the haters and the naysayers, if all of them are drinking camel piss, then maybe it's a new thing, I mean, those bastards. They're wiping their ass with their hand and they're drinking camel urine now and converted to radical Islam. Those trolls and haters and naysayers. Google Plus and YouTube and VidMe, those people from VidMe are still lurking in the shadows. And even the YouTube, people that Vaughn mentioned, right? They're probably wiping their butts with their hands as well and sipping on fucking expensive camel urine as we speak because they've already converted just like Mark Zuckerberg
Otherwise they wouldn't
to radical Islam.
Yeah. Simple as that, man.
That's
Simple
right.
As that. They wouldn't be advocating for that shit.
Yeah, they're advocating for camel urine drinking.
Yeah. But see, there must be some misunderstanding. Because most people have been told, that Muslims are just normal Americans. So no, they have nothing to do with America. They hate America.
They hate America.
Their buddies in the Middle East are calling America very safe.
Oh my God, they call
over here
much
worse. That's pretty stupid. Why in the fuck would you bring people over here to call us very safe and hate our country? Oh, so they get taken over, right, Mr. Obama? Yeah. See, Obama, what you don't know, people, is that Obama peppered our government with Muslim terrorists. Terrorists from Hamas, Hezbollah, Islamic Jihad, Muslim Brotherhood. They're all peppered all throughout our government.
Oh my God, they are.
Now, I don't know if Trump has removed those individuals. I hope he has. I hope that there has been a great purging of Muslims out of our military. Remember the incident when the Muslim rolled a hand grenade into his commander's tent to kill him? Yeah. Well, do you think that's an isolated incident? No. He's doing what that stupid book down there says to do.
Oh my God, I just hope that President Trump has gotten rid of all the Muslim terrorists that were in the White House and in the government. I mean, oh my goodness. Because that soldier, that rolled a grenade, killed somebody and everything, and it's radical Islam, I tell you, and the trolls and the haters and the naysayers
exactly what this
fault for this
is telling him to do, which is to kill the infidel.
Kill the infidel.
So they are slaughtering our military from within
the military.
My
God!
And apparently nobody gives a shit.
Nobody cares that they're slaughtering the military from within. Oh my God, this is horrific. Somebody needs to call the military, get that special military phone number that Bond's always.
There was a huge article, a huge news article on how Muslims are killing non-Muslims within our military.
Oh my God.
Let's not talk about it.
No, let's not talk about that. That's some sad news that Muslims are killing within our military. And it's just something that would never, ever come out unless Vaughn brought it up first. And that's why we're bringing it up here, because this is some stuff that really needs to be told people. I mean, important fucking news.
Because we might be labeled a racist or a bigot or some other stupid-ass fucking comment.
Where you are, Vaughn.
No, we need to report it. We need to talk about it. We need to get it out in the open. Because I wouldn't want my commanding officer killed. I wouldn't want any of my fellow squad mates killed.
You know, if Vaughn was ever in a combat situation or something like that, I'm guessing the first person he shot would be Vaughn. Just shut him the fuck up. Oh my god.
Okay, I wouldn't want that shit. Sorry, I don't want that shit.
No, he doesn't.
And Muslims are commanded by their holy book.
Muslims are commanded
to you. That includes
everybody out there.
Because they get all these perks.
They get those perks. Like I said, lots of endorsements, commercials, special models, guest appearances on the Tonight Show.
Anyways, there must be some misunderstanding. There must be some kind of.
Got to be a misunderstanding.
Because the vast majority of Americans out there, and Muslims are Americans when they clearly.
Oh my God, they're not Americans.
Their holy book says they can't.
Their holy book says
you cannot be a Muslim and
be an American and be Muslim. No,
can't do it. Sorry.
No.
You can get mad at me all you want. But that doesn't change.
We're not mad at you, Vaughn. We're not mad at you, Vaughn. We appreciate everything that you do for us in the media, Vaun. You're an unsung hero.
American and be a Muslim at the same time. Can't do it.
No, you can't do it, Vaughn.
You cannot swear allegiance or fealty or loyalty to anything but Allah, Muhammad. That's it. That's all you're allowed to swear allegiance to, according to that infernal book.
I wonder if there's any Muslims that are like sports fans, right? That have an allegiance to a team, you know? I wonder if there's any Muslim Red Sox fans, Muslim Yankee fans, you know? I'm pretty sure they'd be pretty vocal as a following, you know, showing their allegiance for their team, something besides Allah.
Okay.
That's right, Vaughn.
Okay, that's it. My little rant for the day.
No, it's not.
I wanted to make sure that people understood my position on the matter. Because I'm sick and tired of people sitting there claiming that I hate Muslims and that I'm a racist or a bigot or a xenophobe or whatever fucking flavor of the day. And I'm nothing of the kind. I have done my research.
He's done his research.
I've actually done research on it for the last 17 years.
He's done research for 17 years. 17 years, I tell you right now. That's a lot of research.
Because I wanted to find out why there's some of the bitches attack us on. And now I know. Because they're emulating Muhammad. They're emulating Muhammad. They're emulating the quote perfect man.
The perfect man.
Because he went and destroyed whole civilizations.
Oh my
so that's
God.
What they want to do.
They don't want to do that, do they? Really? That would be sad. That would be sad.
Right. Anyways, that's all I want to do. I just want to get my side of the story.
Well,
because my side of the story keeps getting stifled. My side of the story keeps getting taken down. My side of the story doesn't get heard.
No, Vaughn, we want you to be heard. We really want you to be heard. We're glad you're being heard. We're giving you the platform right now to be heard, Vaughn.
Because if you hear my side of the story, you get the truth.
That's right.
And you can't handle the truth.
Well, you can't handle the truth.
Jack Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson. The man is brilliant. He makes another movie reference to something that has literally nothing to do with anything. He's a genius, I tell you.
Believe you can. So they don't let you hear it. Okay. But right now, we have members of Congress who are committing high treason against the United States by allowing Muslims to be in this country. Because according to the McLaren-Walters Act of 1952, which, by the way, was updated and revised in 65, by the way. So you can't sit there and say, oh, it's an old outdated law that they discarded. No, actually, they updated it in 65. So
they updated it in 65. I think it's in a microchip.
Senator, no, it would just be senator. Anyway, the point is, your congressman and senator are in violation of the McLaren-Walters Act right fucking now.
That's right.
Because they allow Muslims.
They allow Muslims to come here. They're treasonous.
They ran further calls for the overthrow of the United States.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen.
Anybody that declares the overthrow of the United States is not allowed to come here. Period. End of story.
That's right.
No Muslims should be in the United States.
No
Muslim convert should be in the United States. Period. If they are, they're being deported. It's effective. No reason. Period.
What I don't understand is if you're from this country and you convert to Islam, where the fuck do you get deported to? Which country? You know, the Beatles had a song called Nowhere Man. You know, I'd sing it, but I wouldn't want to butcher it like Ron would. But maybe that's where they go. You know, those people that are deported from a country that they're actually native to, when they get deported, they go to nowhere. They become nowhere man, you know, or something like that. He's a real nowhere man, you know. So just trying to be like the monster, mentioning names of songs, movies that literally have nothing to do with anything.
End of story.
End of story.
End of story. Okay, so them trolls over on Google Plus, and YouTube, and Live Leak, and Daily Motion, everywhere.
All of them, even Daily Motion.
They're advocating Islam over the United States. They're committing high treason. They're committing high treason against the Constitution of the United States. Period.
Someone must stop.
By the way, you get them to prison.
That's right, federal prison, from what I hear. Hell cell for you people.
But there's people over in Google Plus right now.
Oh my God! Does this mean the FBI is watching this video as well? Oh my God! Because you know, Vaughn actually contacted the FBI, and the FBI investigated some stuff that Vaughn has done, or actually what he's reported, but they didn't do anything.
Plus, right now, that are siding with the overthrow of the United States.
Oh my God!
They have to be, because they're siding with Islam instead of the United States.
The trolls and the haters and the naysayers and Google Plus, along with YouTube and VidMe and Daily Motion, and Mark Zuckerberg, you know, he's going to be involved with this too, I'm sure. Right? They're all plotting the destruction of the United States of America. There's even congressmen involved. This is tragic news and must be reported.
So they have to be in favor of the overthrow.
Oh my God! You can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways.
You just can't.
No.
So yes, you know, the trolls are right in an extent.
Oh my God!
I am calling for all Muslims to be removed from the United States. I'm not calling for them to be killed, because that's just stupid. Put them all in a fucking Airbus and airdrop their fucking ass back over the
Middle East.
I'm not advocating for a book learning, but I'm saying that the copies of the Quran should be removed from here and sent back to the Middle East where they belong. They do it for them.
Ran back to the
Middle East. That is a ban.
There's a difference. We can ban books because it's bad. Children shouldn't read them. Or you can burn books. And we're not for actually burning the books. Mentally, wait a minute, Ron doesn't believe it. Global warming, so that wouldn't make sense. Let's see.
Okay, I don't want to hear. If they want to read the Quran, read the Quran. You read the Quran. So nobody's free of the side. They just got to go back to their damn unholy land.
Yeah, you're on the holy land. And he sucks.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
Nah, if Vaughn's got anything to say about it.
And by the way, free Tommy.
Free Tommy.
Tommy arrested?
Oh my God.
Because Tommy knows the truth about Islam like I do. That's why he was really arrested. That's why he was really arrested. Because he knows the truth about Islam like I do.
No.
And that's why he was arrested.
No.
He wasn't arrested for any other reason.
No, that's right. Because Tommy was arrested because of his association with the Gummisher. Baron von Kugelmans. The man who would be, well, hobnobbed with the rich and famous, groomed to be a congressman, but chose to stay amongst the people. What a man.
And what is Islam doing to the UK right now? Oh, they're taking it over. Just like it took over
Sweden. God.
Some of these other European
countries. They're taking over the UK.
There's a video on YouTube of a Muslim cleric sitting in the middle of Germany's one of Germany's side streets there. And he's up on a little podium of sorts. And he's sitting there telling me, he said, "We're going to take over your country. We're going to rape your women. We're going to take all your goods.
We're going to rape your women."
And the Germans are secretly sitting there laughing.
The Germans are laughing at
now
him?
we see that he was prophetic because Islam is doing exactly that in Turkey right now.
Oh my God, the Muslims are raping people and stuff, and they're standing on street corners, and they're going to take.
So I laughed at people that initially laughed at him on that. But yeah, you know, I want to make sure that people understand.
We understand,
because
we understand.
There must be some kind of mistake.
Oh
there must be some kind of mistake. Nobody seems to be understanding what the hell Islam really is. Because it sure as fuck isn't a religion. No way in hell. Islam is not a religion.
Not even a
there are religious aspects to it.
There are religious
There are spiritual aspects to it.
There are spiritual
but is it a religion? No. Because a true religion will not advocate the wholesale slaughter of whole civilizations and cultures. No.
Well, it kind of does in the Bible with some wars that God commanded people and stuff to do, you know.
No true religion would ever advocate such a thing. So is Islam a religion? No. Is Islam given the constitutional protections that other religions get? No. It's not entitled to it.
Oh my God! No
like I said,
way!
According to the McLaren-Walters Act.
Oh my God! Thank goodness for the McLaren-Walters Act. I mean, where would this country be without the McLaren-Walters Act? I mean, I shudder to think what it would be like without the McLaren-Walters Act, and that General Pershing held the Muslims away for 36 years. And who's stepping up next?
So people need to understand. They need to understand that these trolls over a little plus that are sitting there mocking you and laughing at me are actually claiming the overthrow of the United States.
Oh my
That's what they want.
God.
The overthrow of the United States. They have to be, because you can't side with both. You can't side with the United States and side with Islam. You can't do it. You got to pick one. According to the Quran, you can't do it. You got to pick one.
So if we side with Vaughn, we're siding with the United States. If we side with Islam, then we're looking for, oh my God, the choices. I mean, of course, I want to protect the United States from Islam. But Vaughn, you're retarded.
Very good story.
End of story.
So everybody right now is a severe case of Stockholm syndrome.
Everybody.
They are defending
Stockholm syndrome. Oh,
the irony is so thick you can cut it with a knife.
He mentions irony and cutting with knives a lot in his videos lately. I've noticed a trending pattern. The irony is so thick you can cut it with a knife. Wow. Every time Vaughn says that, it just drives the point home of the point that he was trying to actually make. Brilliant.
Anyway, that's going to do it for me. I decided to the point.
Well, thanks, Vaughn.
Get my side.
He got his side out.
Because nobody hears my side.
Nobody. That's not true, Vaughn. We want to hear your voice. We're giving you that opportunity as we speak, Vaughn.
Hold on. Because it keeps getting taken down or stifled or
right. Those people should be
so we'll see how
sent to hell cell for that.
Now, as you know, Facebook is pro-Islamic as well. In fact,
oh my God. Did you hear that? Facebook is pro-Islamic too, so I'm sure there's going to be some Zuckerberg news in this. You know what I'm saying? I bet Zuckerberg's mother is really proud.
How do you know? Because Mark Zuckerberg sided with Pakistan.
Oh my
65 people, innocent people,
Mark
killed.
Zuckerberg has blood on his hands.
The blood is on his hands.
Oh my God, he had 65 people murdered.
Okay.
That evil
because
guy.
see, the penalty for speaking out against Islam in Pakistan is death.
Oh my God.
Death. You're to be put to death. If I was in Pakistan right now, the very things I jumped right now would get me killed. I love
my God. Just being in Pakistan would just shudder the whole thought of the Punisher ever going there to protect the innocent. I mean, he's such a hero.
Oh, Bon, they won't kill people for simply expressing their opinion. Oh, yes, they do.
Yes,
they do. That's what Pakistan does. It kills people that speak out against Islam. 65 people are dead because of Mark Zuckerberg.
My God, Mark Zuckerberg must pay for this. Somebody contact Facebook.
And it don't wash off.
No, it doesn't. It never stains you for life.
There is no such thing as freedom of speech in Islam.
No,
it doesn't exist. If you speak out against Islam, you'll be put to death.
Oh my God!
And Zuckerberg knew that before.
Oh shit! Mark
Zuckerberg knew he was going to get 65 people killed, and he did it anyway.
God, that treasonous, murderous bastard.
And like I said, what was her crime? Oh, they spoke out against Islam. That's it. Didn't kill anybody. Didn't rape anybody.
Can you imagine Vaughn? Can you imagine Vaughn going over there to Pakistan or one of those was standing on a stoop somewhere and speaking out against Islam? I mean, maybe he can spread the word over there. Maybe we can start a GoFundMe to send Vaughn over to some Muslim countries to spread the evils of Islam, to set those muzzies straight. Because they're not even worshiping a real God, or they don't even have a real religion. And Vaughn wants to explain this to him. But how can he do that when he's sitting in his trailer in Kentucky? Well, it's his mom's trailer in Kentucky. If only he had the money to go out there and spread the word. Maybe the Middle East situation would be well in hand The Elder Scrolls. Time's a wasting. The evil in this world is so out of control.
No, all he did was speak out against Islam.
They spoke out about Islam.
Zuckerberg said, yeah, he's hiding back here.
Yeah, Mark Zuckerberg said, yeah, they're over there. Go kill them.
Now, the blood isn't literally on Zuckerberg's hands.
Well, no,
literally,
of course not.
Blood dripping on his hands. What I mean by that, I mean that the deaths of those people are Zuckerberg's responsibility.
Oh, my.
And has Zuckerberg ever apologized for getting the 65 people killed? Oh, no, he hasn't.
No, he hasn't.
If he has, show me the video. Show me the video. Mark Zuckerberg apologized for getting killed. Let me see it. Oh, yeah. It don't exist. No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
All right, that's going to do it for me. But I'll get
well, thanks for stopping by,
Vaughn. A lot of people do not understand. They have absolutely no clue how evil Islam is.
Well, we're glad you explained it to us.
Because the media is deliberately and intentionally siding with Islam.
Oh my God, we just can't have that. Not
members of Congress
media.
Are deliberately and intentionally.
Members of Congress are committing treason as well. This is horrible.
State, federal, and local officials are siding with Islam against the United States. Because the two are not congruent.
They're not congruent. They don't.
Islam and the United States are diametrically opposed. You have to either choose America or choose Islam.
It's America or Islam.
Over on Google Plus have made their choice. They have sided with Islam.
Choice.
And their own comments over there.
Oh my God! They support
their own comments.
Oh.
All right, that's going to do it for me, y'all.
Oh my God! Thank you so much for that information, Vaughn. You know, the trolls and the haters and the naysayers supporting radical Islam. They're probably out there chanting right now, just to America. You know, down with your freedoms. Karl Marx wrote us a big check. Wow. With all the evil in this world, with everything that's going wrong, we can be rest assured. We can be, well, we can all sleep better at night, understanding and knowing that the Punisher, the Sorcerer Supreme in training, the man who is going to protect us from evil, the reason you don't speak Russian, that same individual is sitting in his mom's spare trailer at this particular moment, toiling and sweating, transcribing the Elder Scrolls. I don't know how much time this world has without the Elder Scrolls, nor do I want to think of it. The mere thought of not having the Elder Scrolls on the way, well, it's why I sleep better at night now, and I'm sure that's why you sleep better as well. Fucking noses itching. How long must we wait for the Elder Scrolls to be transcribed? How much longer can the world stand not having the wisdom, the words of the Elder Scroll set forth to conquer evil for all time? There's got to be a lot of sausage gravy pounded fucking hard, long fucking hours right now. Because Vaughn only has one scroll. So everything has to be done perfectly. How long must we wait, Vaughn? When can we see, when can we feel the power of the Elder Scrolls? I don't know how much longer this world can hang on. Without the Elder Scrolls, One can only hope. Anyway, well, got some special news for you. Seems like Secular Lobster Ministries will be going back on tour in October of 2018. We have a special date back in Oregon for about 10 days. So yeah, we just booked a date for going back to Oregon, where I used to live. Gonna do some personal appearances, maybe a few live shows. But anyway, something to look forward to. Lobsters on the road once again. October 18th, October 19th, one of the two. October 18th, October 29th. Lobsters on the road. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Secular Lobster Ministries, Clam Shack, Chili House of Reprobation, Land of Bulls, and Special News Report Networks is proud to tell you right now that we're glad you stuck around. Well, listen to this broadcast. If you like this broadcast, thumb it up. If you don't like it, thumb it down. We don't care. Our sole purpose is to bring you lobster news reports as they happen, as we see fit, because we have the news that you didn't know you needed to hear. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is Secular Lobster, and, well, that's pretty much the end of the show. So go home now. Leave me alone. You're bothering me. Go. Bye-bye.